Hi, I'm Darrell Castle. I'm an attorney licensed to practice law in the state of Tennessee, and on this video today, I want to talk to you about what is normally known as tort reform. Tort reform is usually what people, corporations, insurance companies, and the politicians that they own in our society usually do to prevent you from having your case heard by a jury, or at least having that jury decide your case any way it wants to. When we say tort reform, we usually mean restricting the right of a jury to make its own decisions. For example, in Tennessee now we have tort reform. We have a limit on non-economic damages. That means damages that are for pain and suffering and things of that nature. Non-economic. Economic would be your medical bills, your lost wages, future lost wages, things like that. But non-economic damages restricted to $750,000, which sounds like a lot of money, but what if your damage is really far in excess of that? Well, that's too bad according to the Tennessee legislature, but that's what tort reform is. But folks, you know, you have a right to trial by jury. The U.S. Constitution protects that right. In the 7th Amendment, it says that you have a right to trial by jury in your civil case if the amount in controversy exceeds $20. It's not very much in today's world, folks. So you have that right. Don't give it away. Good people fought for that right and died for it. That sounds a little dramatic, but it's the truth. We shouldn't just give that away. We have a right to have our case heard. For more than 30 years here in Memphis, Tennessee, I've represented the interest of the weak and the helpless against those of the rich and powerful. The rich and powerful being insurance companies, pharmaceutical companies, and other people who injure people like you and like me. And I'm very proud of that. After more than 30 years of doing it, that gives me a certain expertise, I think, and a right to speak on that subject. So I'm very protective of the right to trial by jury and the right to have your case heard. Ultimately, if it can't be settled, you have a right to take it to a jury. That's the way it is, and that's the way it should be, folks.